Hey y'all, welcome to a brand new thrifting haul video on Night Owl Video. My sincerest apologies to everyone. I've been out of the picture for weeks now. Initially, I was going to take a week off, which was, I feel like it was pretty well deserved. I've been going pretty steady for a long time. But then my family, a couple of members of my family got really, really sick and ended up in the hospital, and I ended up getting a chest cold. And then the humidity has just been crushing for about the last month, and it seems like it's going to continue. So between sickness and taking care of family members and the weather and work, it's just been. Oh, and I also got an apartment, so I'm going to be moving again. I know, believe it or not. So all that to say, it's just been July's been a write-off, total write-off. And on top of that, as I mentioned, I did make a post earlier in the month just saying that I was taking a break and that I was under the weather. And more recently, I've had some comments from people, and I don't want to name them because they're actually channels I respect, but I feel, and again, I might be being paranoid, but I feel like I was getting called out a bit for relying too much on Wikipedia and IMDb and other internet sources for information. And yeah, I mean, I did get a lot of information off those sites, and for the most part, I think they were like, cited or citationed or whatever you say, like they were like actual legitimate things. But so anyway, I spent a long time. I was riding my bike a little bit earlier in July and thinking a lot about it. And I thought, you know what? I've been going pretty hardcore for the last 2 years. So I'm going to kind of change things up on the channel a bit. So I'm going to be doing a thrifting haul videos. And then rather than maybe do like the full-on reviews with all the information and all that, I'm just going to do kind of like maybe what I watched this week, maybe like every Friday or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but something along those lines. And I'll just give a kind of a more brief synopsis of the movie, who's in it, who directed it, my thoughts on the film and where you can watch it, stuff like that. So it'll be kind of a more of a condensed version of what I have been doing, but I won't be relying so much on maybe stuff that I can't verify, if you will. So I also had somebody, so you remember back in the winter, somebody told me they were really mad that I just kept holding up the movie throughout the whole review. And then more recently, I got a comment saying, just shut up and show us the movie. So I guess if I piece all those things together, I was like, all right, well, I don't know what people want sometimes. And I know internet people can be kind of, I mean, I'm one of them, but I'm not one of those nasty ones. But sometimes it's hard to know what people want, and everyone has their own taste for what they like. I kind of like another one that uses a lot of citing of like IMDb and stuff like that is Minty Comedic Arts, and they do videos like 10 things you didn't know about The Lost Boys or 10 things you didn't know about Empire Strikes Back. That person does really good videos. So I think that's kind of where I got my idea for doing this channel. But anyway, I'm rambling. This is supposed to be a thrifting haul video, and quite frankly, I think I'm gonna have to break it into two because because it's been like a month. I've gotten a lot of stuff, so I think what I'll do is I'll break it into two. So this will be video one, and maybe I'll upload video two right after it, so you guys can watch like the whole thing. Because I did get a lot of cool stuff. As you can tell, it's desperately hot, and I'm out of breath and I'm out of practice, so let's jump into it. Some of these are really cool. Some of these are ones I ordered off of Amazon. Some I found at thrift stores and things like that. So some of these are very common titles, but then I actually got a couple of really cool ones. So the first one up I got is the Flash movie from 2023, I think it was. I just rewatched this the other night. I mean, I might be in the minority here, but I thought this movie was great. I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm not really into superhero movies, but maybe the very end part kind of dragged a little bit. Of course, Michael Keaton came back as Batman in this one, But I thought the visual effects in this were amazing. The soundtrack was really good. I know this movie got a lot of like negativity directed towards it, but I really, really liked it. So I picked this up off Amazon. Falling in line with that, I also finally bought the Justice League, and I think this is not the Snyder cut. This is like the OG cut, which was the one I saw originally, and I actually really liked it too. And I know that's probably not cool to say, but I think it's the DVD Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's not a perfect movie, but when I was like 4 or 5 years old in the 70s, all of these characters were my favorite characters. I had all of the Mego action dolls, action figures, whatever you want to call them. And so I think it's just like nostalgia for me. I just like to see those characters. And again, I know like a lot of people thought that movie was terrible, but whatever. It's my library, so if you don't like it, you don't like it. But the next one up is this was a first time watch for me. This is Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford in the film Mommy Dearest, which I actually watched last night. This movie is, I've always heard about this movie but never saw it, and I have to say I was really floored. I thought this was such a good movie. Faye Dunaway was incredible. I love old Hollywood anyway. I'm not super knowledgeable about it. I don't remember all the little facts about all these people, but I am sort of fascinated by it, and I thought that was a great film. It was based on Joan Crawford's daughter's memoir. Her name's Christina Crawford. But yeah, I thought this movie was really, really good. If you like dramas and Hollywood history, and though there is some opposing feelings about that story, that book isn't actually a lot of the stuff didn't actually happen, but from Christina's perspective, she wrote the book. Obviously it did. So, but I thought it was a great movie. Again, I love, Gloria Swanson and Gene Tierney and Joan Crawford, all those old Hollywood stars. Like I haven't seen a lot of those movies, but like Mildred Pierce and Sunset Boulevard is one of my favorites. But yeah, that one was really good. The next one I got off Amazon as well. It's an upgrade from DVD. It's The Lost Boys. I just gotta catch my breath. Oh my god. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already like a humidex of 30, so it's really nasty. And I have to turn my fan off to do these videos, so it's very, very nasty. But I rewatched The Lost Boys on DVD a couple weeks ago, and then I thought, I feel like I need this in high definition, so I went ahead and ordered the Lost Boys Blu-ray. It says this is, the packing slip said this is a special edition, but I don't see anywhere on the packaging where it says special edition. It's a pretty bare bones. There's not a lot on it, but I guess there's a commentary with Joel Schumacher and some other featurettes. But again, I know I hate to repeat myself, but this was, when I was growing up in the 80s, we went to see this in the theater definitely a couple of times and rented it on video a lot, and it's always been a favorite. And in more recent years, I've rewatched it a bunch of times and love that movie. Kiefer Sutherland is great. Jason Patrick is really good. Jamie Gertz, Corey Haim, Kiefer Sutherland, Diane Weist. It's Corey Feldman, Corey Haim. It's just a great movie. If you've never seen The Lost Boys, if you like vampire movies, also a really good movie for the summer because it takes place on a boardwalk, presumably in the summer. For me, essential summer watch. The next one up I got is a TV series, The Adventures of Batman. I also got this off of Amazon. And this is a 2-disc set. Batman's on one disc and Robin's on the other. I think, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is late 70s, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is maybe like 79, I want to say, or somewhere in around there. I've watched a few episodes so far. It's pretty good. I did actually order another animated Batman thing, which I'll show you. I think, is it in this video, or I think it's in the next video. We are on a Batman kick, though, because I found these two things each for $5. This is Batman the Animated Series. I got Volume 4 and I got Volume 1, so I think there are 4 volumes, so I just need to grab the 2 and 3, but another one that I loved. I mean, I was a little older when these ones came out. I was in my 20s, but me and my partner at the time used to watch these every day at noon, and great animation. I see there's a new one out on a new series out on Amazon that looks a lot like that, so that's something. The next one up I got is I got at Value Village. This is a double feature, and it's American Graffiti and More American Graffiti, and it was factory sealed for $4. I've never seen More American Graffiti, but I did really love American Graffiti, so I picked that up. Like I said, factory sealed. Check it out one day. The next thing I got, or next couple of things I got at a like swap sale, or like a giant flea market kind of thing. I got this for $5. It's still factory. Well, what is it? No, it was factory sealed, but I've opened it. But I got Last Night in Soho for $5 on 4K. Oh, I also should mention I bought a 4K player, so now I'm officially in the 4K game. So I saw this for $5. This is a movie I've been wanting to add to my collection anyway. So when I saw the $5 price tag, I was like, nope, this is a no-brainer. This is Anya Taylor-Joy. Great film if you've never seen it. Directed by Edgar Wright. Very nice condition. Like I said, it was factory sealed when I got it for $5. The next one up I got, I think, is I made off like a bandit. A movie again I've never seen, but I've heard lots about. Sorcerer from William Friedkin, starring Roy Scheider. I don't recognize any of the other actors in it. Music is by Tangerine Dream. I got this for $1. I know, and I looked this up online, and like some of the listings are anywhere from $50 to $100 on eBay. So I don't know if this is hard to find or what, but I heard it's a really good movie, so I'm really excited to finally check it out. Of course, I'd rather have it on Blu-ray, but for $1, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Another first-time watch, and another one I ordered off Amazon, is the film Society. This is the Arrow release. I don't have a lot of Arrows in my collection, but it's a 2-disc set. I think it's a DVD Blu-ray. On the inside, there is some information. And then I think behind the disc there's it must be like an alternate poster art. This was a first time watch, and I know I've heard about this movie. This is another one of these like infamous ones. And I finally got around to watching it, and oh boy, we're not in Kansas anymore. But this is a film by Brian Usna, who did a lot of other great horror films, Bride of Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead 3. Yeah. But this one came out in 1989. Not for the faint of heart, but wow, what a really cool movie. I was really happy I finally got to see this. This will definitely go in my cult section. I thought it, was trying to think, I guess it would go good with like a Cronenberg movie or like a David Lynch movie. It's got that kind of vibe. But yeah. Speaking of Cronenberg, I've got 2 more in this video, and then I'll do another thrifting haul video later. But I got Infinity Pool. Ordered this off Amazon as well, so it's brand new. Mind-bending neon-lit nightmare. I've seen this once, and it kind of blew my mind, so I'm very excited to watch this again. This is the Blu-ray digital copy, filmed by Brandon Cronenberg, of course. David Cronenberg's son. A follow-up to his film Possessor, which I liked Possessor okay, but I thought this one blew that one out of the water. So I'm excited to rewatch that one. And then the last one in this haul, because like I said, I got so much recently. The next one I got is an upgrade from DVD as well. Nothing too exciting, but a movie that I like, The Neverending Story. Directed by Wolfgang Petersen. This, I rewatched recently on DVD, and it was the same like Lost Boys. I was like, I feel like I should have a better quality version of this movie because I do really like it. Lots of practical creatures in it, of course. I don't have to talk much about this movie. I feel like anybody who grew up in the 80s and 90s, this is sort of a staple. So anyway, it was an upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet, but I will check it out in the coming months, likely. So that's it for today, or I guess that's it for this video. I'm going to do a second one that's going to be another thrifting haul video with even a bit more because, again, I've been away, and so I've accumulated quite a bit. So sorry that I've been gone so long. I really actually have been missing doing the videos, so I'm hoping I'm back on track now. I am going to be moving into my new apartment this coming week and spending some time there, so probably do, like I said, maybe do like a weekly roundup, and I might start talking about like new releases that are coming up for you physical media hounds. But that's it for today. I really appreciate everybody who watched this, and also to everybody who has been patient and still following, and to, of course, my new viewers, because I've gotten some new viewers over these past few weeks too. So welcome to the channel, and I'll try to restore your faith in me by doing some more content. So you can follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. Consider giving me the thumbs up if you like these kind of videos. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave me comments below if any of those movies you like or don't like, or if you just have interesting facts about them. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you at the video store or at the thrift store, or just out and about somewhere. But until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.